Trust me when I tell you, this is not an April Fool's joke. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Brandon Aries. Now let's talk Legends. Hasbro had a pulse stream for the 1st of April. A lot of people thought this was just a prank, April Fool's, but no. Hasbro came through. But it's time to see some new things. They started off with the Thunderbolts with Yelena and Red Guardian as a 2-pack. And dude, is it just me or are they getting a lot better with the MCU picks? Because man, this looks like Yelena and this looks like Red Guardian. And I love the way that they're changing up with all those different whites that Red Guardian has. I think it looks so clean, even though it's supposed to be like a little rugged, a little dirty, because that's kind of the character of Red Guardian. But if you're an MCU fan, I'd definitely pick this up, because then they also showed John Walker, aka U.S. agent, and man, this guy looks sick. Honestly, I would consider picking this up, and I'm not a huge MCU guy. And it looks like he's going to be coming in a 2-pack with Bob. You know who that is, Sentry. Honestly, his color scheme looks a little bland, but it is just 3D print pictures now, so it could look a little better once it's finally out, or once we see some physical pictures. That leaves Bucky, potentially Val, Ghost, and Taskmaster without a figure right now. Pre-orders for the Thunderbolts that are revealed so far are slated to be next month. Dude, and then, yeah, you know who it is, Black Suit Spider-Man. I remember when this was first leaked, I was like, dude, you better make it. What stinks is they kind of use the same body as the No Way Home, and it doesn't look great, but it's all right. And honestly, what helps and saves this figure is the Toby head sculpt and the symbiote effect with it. Oh my gosh, dude. Hasbro has never made a black suit Spidey from Spider-Man 3. So best believe your boy's picking this up. Pre-orders at the day of this recording go out April 3rd. So that's a Thursday. Then we got, in relation to Spider-Man, a reissue of the Velocity suit. Hasbro, move on. We then got a reveal of some other Target exclusives for the X-Men Retros, and that's Weapon X, and my gosh, he looks so clean. See, I realized what I said, even though he's a furry guy. He's not a furry. Oh my gosh. The guy's just hairy, all right? It's Weapon X, it's Logan. We all know who it is, and he looks great. Then we got to look at a classic Mystique, and I think the last classic Mystique we got was a Walgreens exclusive. If you're an X-Men fan, you definitely got to pick these two up. With that Target exclusive, pre-orders will be out in the fall. Moving on to the exclusive of Amazon, where they revealed a 2-pack of Madam Mask and Crossbones. They said that the last Madam Mask figure was done 10 years ago, and I believe it, because this looks phenomenal. I had just read All New Venom, where Madam Mask was in it, and it made me think, when was the last time there was a Madam Mask figure? Sure enough, Hasbro heard me from eons away. And then this Crossbones, badass. If it didn't come in a 2-pack, if that was just a solo release, I'd definitely pick it up. Second to last, and I thought this was the April Fool's prank, because they brought out a Fantastic Four She-Hulk holding a dumbbell. So I thought, okay, great. That's where the prank is. What I don't like is that when they revealed this figure, they also showed it side by side with the last released She-Hulk. And it pretty much looked the same. They just put the Fantastic Four uniform on it. You guys are making yourselves look goofy. But if you're a fan of She-Hulk and you're a fan of her in the Fantastic Four, I'd say pick it up. She's going to be a Pulse exclusive, and her pre-order drops April 24th. Last but oh so certainly not least, we have the Maximum Hulk. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. This guy is huge. A new torso that looks amazing. All the accessories that he comes with, the extra hands, the extra heads, the thunderclap effect. Ooh, this is the reason why Maximum series is a thing. Now, would it be nice to have some of these accessories for the regular Legends? Of course. But you know Hasbro, you know how the toy game is. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna make you pay more. Let's be real. If you're a Hulk fan, this is a must cop. I mean, 3 different heads, multiple hands, some blast effects, some effects for him to hold. It's like a no-brainer. Then to cap off the end of the stream, they teased a couple little things like a generic fisted hand, as well as a big like blast effect, and then a pink blast effect that kind of looked like it was flaming cards, kind of similar similar to Gambit, but it makes me think that maybe there's an Iron Fist maybe in the pipeline. That's probably a huge reach because anybody could have fisted, fiery hands. But then that big explosion effect, that's what's throwing me off. But they said it's for a character that's as big or if not bigger than the Hulk. So that got me thinking like maybe Abomination or something, but who knows? Only time will tell because I saw a lot of people in chat put down Daredevil, and Daredevil obviously would be sick. We're all in the hype right now of the new show, Born Again, which I forgot. They had shown a prototype on the articulation, and boy, am I excited. What was your favorite reveal on this month's Pulse stream, and what are your predictions on what was teased at the very end? Put them down in the comments below, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.